Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Sneaker Source podcast. As always, you got your host, Sean Alonto. We got Mr. Rex to Riches, Richard Chang in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro, and you're surprising me with these names every week. So I go by a lot of stuff now.
I, I, I'm losing material. I'm losing material. But yeah, again, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys love sneaker content, you guys love hearing about just sneaker culture, hype releases, reseller stories, a daily life from the reseller, you're in the right place. And just please subscribe. And if you like today's episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up for the like. All right, but. If you guys didn't tune into the last episode, we had a big guest, big heavyweight. I want to say, if not the sneaker king of Toronto, one of the sneaker kings of Toronto. It's up in the air with a few people. We might even get the other guy up in here. But we had Mr. Pyrex Prince coming onto our show on our last episode. You can check him out on Instagram at sold247. We'll post it again, his IG account here. But this guy's like Richard said, and we say it many times, this guy has a crazy collection. Any pair you can think of, this guy actually has it. So shout out to Mr. Pyrex Prince for coming out, and yeah, it was a blessing. But it was a good month. Patios opened. We've been talking about on our Instagram about patios opening up, us getting out there, and we didn't waste any time. It was just a previous Friday that passed. We already hit up. I hit the Keg. You hit Joey's. What's the next patio for you? What's the next one you're gonna hit up?
I don't know, man. I wanna give us some recommendations of where we should hit up, but. I don't know, maybe Cabana's in the works. I know Cabana has a sick patio. There's this new place opening up where it's like a pool sort of patio thing. So I want to explore this year, man, because not much to do for a year and a half. So we got to go on a patio tour, bro.
Absolutely. And again, for you listeners at home, we're from Canada. We're from the Toronto area. You guys have any suggestions or recommendations? Let us know. Maybe we'll even meet you there. But make sure you come flexing with some nice pairs there. But yeah, with patios opening up, that means, again, closer to July. If everything goes well, stores should open as well too. So again, for all you sneakerheads, we're looking at back to the Foot Locker, back to the Champs. Any tips for these guys? Any quick tips for like in stores? What do you got for them?
Yeah, so in stores, I would say hit up. Actually, a lot of Foot Lockers are actually trash for pairs. So Champs is probably your best bet. If you're in the GTA, hit up Champs for those pairs. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have a lot of pairs, guys. Like a lot of pairs are kept for in-store only because they need that foot traffic. So as soon as we open up again, they probably have pairs on pairs that released online only during the lockdown, but they're gonna have it. So as soon as they open, which will be probably in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was in mid-July. I forget the date. July.
I think like early July or end of June, maybe even if we get lucky. So
yeah, if all goes well.
Yeah, hit up those stores. Get there early. I think they open at 11, so even get there at like 10 if you're trying for some steals. So that's my advice. And if I think of any more, I'll let you guys know. But yeah,
dope. But yeah, and then we in our IG, our Instagram, I posted this thing like reaching out to people just to reach out to us to give us some content. So we're gonna try to. This is something new. We're gonna try to get going maybe at the beginning of every episode, answer some questions, or even share some stories that our viewers, our listeners might even have. We got our first one. This one, a close friend of yours, Castleback, big one of our top clients as well. Her thing is, what sneaker do you regret rocking?
Damn that.
Is it, on the spot, I don't even know if hype releases, but you go first. I think I got one, but you go first.
Bro, like I had so many broadcast pairs before I used to be a sneakerhead, right? So I think like all pairs before.
Yeah, no, me too, 100%.
Before COVID, I used to think like, bro, I don't know about you guys, but when you transition from a non-sneakerhead to all of a sudden a sneakerhead, you think of like all the shoes you've bought in the past, and you're just like, wow. A is like you didn't care if they got dirty. B, it's like max you were spending is like $120, right? And C, it's like you didn't care what brand really. You're just like, oh, this kind of looks good. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, I bought these. I think like what I regret buying is probably these like Aldo red shoes, bro. They look like Yeezys. But I was like, you know what? Because at that time, everyone was copying, copying the Yeezys, right? Mm-hmm. And they kind of they're just like all red, like from bottom to top, just the whole thing. And Yeah, I think those I regret because I was like, yo, people know these are Brook ass Aldo shoes. Like, I'm not gonna trick them into thinking they're nice shoes. And when I had them, I actually thought that like, you know what, people might think these are like some Louis Vuittons or some Yeezys or whatever, but I had no idea.
Yeah, oh man. Oh, that was good. Non-hype. Mine would have to be is I think they were also an Aldo pair. They were. This is when we were going to Cabana. We had all these.
Sorry, Aldo.
Yeah. This is when we were like hitting up Cabana and everything. We had where like boat shoes were kind of in, but these weren't like regular boat shoes. They were like the slip-on ones, and they're very slim, kind of like a Van like. I know you probably remember it, but now that I look back at pictures and I see like again what it looked like with the bathing suit and just those on, it wasn't a good look. So that's probably one pair. All those slip on again. Sorry Aldo, but all those slip on boat style shoes, Van like. Maybe we'll post our pictures of them on here, but that'd be one pair I regret rocking, especially in public.
Bro, and like we were. Like I wish I was a sneakerhead at the time I was supposed to.
Oh,
be.
I know.
Like from like 18 to like like 27 to plus, right?
Yeah.
We started being sneakerheads like at like 30, like
Yeah.
28. So we missed that like.
Yeah, we can't even flex.
Yeah, we can't even flex. Like who are we flexing?
Oh man, that was a good one. Thanks, Cass. All right, and we got. Let's do one more. This one was from Brady Goodall. Hype Jordan 1 lows. That's actually a good one. That's a good topic. Let's go like maybe one each. What would it be like your top Jordan 1 low? I'm a Jordan 1 low guy. I'll go first because I'm a Jordan 1 guy. There's this one I wanted from time. We'll post the pictures on here as well. It's the Jordan 1 Paris. We mentioned our one of these episodes. It's like a mid-textured blue one. So it's the lower version of that one. But it has like the different shades of blue on there.
Yeah.
That's the one pair that I'm like, damn. That's one I would cop for sure. But how about you? Would it be one like hype Jordan 1 low, or even one that you'd like?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a huge Jordan 1 low guy. I don't think I even have any, to be honest. But definitely, if I were to cop, it'd be the. Is it the Game Royals?
Mm-hmm.
It's the white and blue, right? The
White and
clean
blue,
ones.
those are nice.
And then which ones are the ones that's like red and white that everyone
Gym
was
Red.
popping last?
Gym Red.
Gym
Those
Red.
ones I have.
So
Yeah.
those two are definitely like one of my favorites. I'll definitely cop those at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I would say those are the two that stand out for me. It doesn't have to be like extravagant or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we talk a lot about mids and a lot about lows. Or not a lot about lows. Not enough about lows. But lows are on the rise too, guys. I know there's like the Royal Toe ones. There's a lot of ones we didn't mention, Jordan 1 lows, but they're on the rise as well. Like I checked StockX. Remember that shadow gray one I have too?
Oh yeah.
Remember those were sitting for a bit. I checked StockX like a couple days ago. They're already running like 250 to 300.
Oh really?
Really, yeah.
Oh damn.
And I think I sold mine for like $150 or something. It was like just over retail there. But talking about mids, we copped some pairs. We had some good pairs. We copped Michigan Dunks. We both got that pair. You copped some. You got the Jordan 4 Topes. You added that to the collection. I hit the raffle on the Adidas, the 700s, the Inflame Ambers, but unfortunately we don't even have the pairs here. But we were able to collect one Jordan 1 mid for a special client here. Not in a regular Jordan 1 mid box. And you haven't seen this pair yet, so I wanted you to see it in person, get your organic reaction here. The Jordan 1, the Melody Asani's the Fearless exclusive here.
Tell them what it retails for. Too.
Retail price even has it on here. It's going for, it's in US right now, but typically mids are running 150, 160. In US, it's 130 plus tax here.
130 US, guys.
I even got, maybe I'll even show it here. You got the price tag on there.
Look up this shoe though on stock.
Price on there. But check this out. You can show them. We got the Fearless little tab there. You tell me what you think of them. And we'll tell you, I already checked the price on these before, but I want you to take a guess of what the price is on them right now. So remember, retail was around, it's 130 US, so I'm thinking it's probably 150 plus tax.
These are clean, bro. These are super clean. Look at this, the detail. You want to show your camera there?
Yeah, I'll show them this one.
You got like the little watch thing on the top of the toe.
Crazy.
You got the writing there. It says if you knew what you had was rare, you would never waste it. That's dope. You got like the Jordan, the Fear. It always comes with a tag, the Fearless collabs, and then at the bottom you got some writing as well. Very very good detail on these shoes, guys. These are actually the best mids we ever ordered for a customer. So these are fire.
These are
super
fire. What would be your guesstimate of what they're valued at right now? You already know what we got them for, but what the value already went up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going for now? This is a size 8.
Well,
women's.
I forget because I'm the one that placed the order, so I know. I think I remember, but you know what I'll do? I think it was like 1,000. Around there.
Yeah.
Around there, it was like
just over 1,000. I think it was
over
like
1,000. Like for mids, that is insane.
That's insane, right? So I checked this morning what they're valued at when we got them in. They're sitting at, for this size, or from size 7.5 to 8.5, women's, they're running 1,600 to 1,900.
Oh my god.
For a pair of mids. Again, these are super exclusive mid. Sorry if I even butchered the name, Eli Ansani there. But these are super exclusive. Super exclusive that they're able to actually sell at 1,900, which is crazy. Crazy.
Bro,
man.
I would when mids become that exclusive, I like it's worth the 1,500, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna pay 1,500 for those as opposed to 1,500 for highs, after you get above like $800, there's no mids highs for me. It's like if I'm paying that price, it's just as exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And second, it's like you're people know already. Like it doesn't matter if it's mids, they'll still respect it. So
no, 100%. But no, it's been a good month, man. We had this month. We mentioned our last episode. There was some crazy heat. Hit some bricks. Like I'll start it off here. I want to say all those dunks. We already caught the Michigans. We already mentioned that. The Spartan Greens. We had the University Blues come in. But I want to say the biggest hit for us was the Jordan 3 Amamenieres. I don't know if I butchered that as well. But we had a lot of people hitting us up. And remember, a women's exclusive pair. But again, it was a lot more guys hitting us up for that. And that pair, I want to say, is running resale right now 600 to 700 depending on the size. Obviously, the larger women exclusive sizes are going to go up. But that was a nice hit for me. How about your end?
yeah, we have good pricing on that one too, guys. If you want that pair,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like around 5. We can get it for like 5 for you guys. But yeah, my hit for this month was the Yeezy 700s.
Yeah.
The In Flames, the one that just released.
Got those.
You hit those on the raffle.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so usually I hit on all raffles and Sean doesn't. So
On the Adidas raffle, this guy has the code, man. He has the algorithm set up. I don't know what he does.
I have the magic touch, bro. But I was like, you know what? If I don't get this one, I'm not gonna cry about it because I'll probably get like the next one, which is what was the next one? The blue ones?
The Mono Ice.
The mono ice. So I'll probably hit on those ones. But yeah, those are my hits for this month. I thought it's a good, nice neutral colorway. So
Mm-hmm. What would it be like? My brick. And just because I saw it back on Foot Locker, they restocked, and I don't even know if they're still sitting, but it was the Yeezy 700, the Cyan Blues. We thought they would do well for resellers. I don't know. This one, again, they restocked on Foot Locker, and they were sitting for a bit. I'd have to check again if they're back on there. But those usually 700s move. But again, if you are a reseller, you did cop a few of these, it's going to be a long hold. I'm going to tell you that. This will be like a longer hold if you want to make a profit on this. How about you? What's a brick for you?
yeah, I gotta go with the Jordan 1 Light Fusion Reds.
Oh,
I called them the McDonald's
yeah.
shoes, for obvious reasons. Like,
I think you're the first one called that, because then I heard other people calling it after that.
yo, right? Like, I think I was just telling people McDonald's. Like, so, yo, like, you have to be working at McDonald's, or like, it reminds me of that. So I was like, the colorway was just meh, and also it was sitting on Nike and Foot Locker as well. Full size run on Foot Locker for like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And that's not good for Jordan 1 high.
Yeah.
But it was good for people that don't actually get it.
Yeah,
to get
100%.
it, right? Like, I'm not going to, if I see someone with it, I'm not going to be like, ha ha, right? But
We'll throw the Nelson haha in there.
it's still a high. It's still a high at the end of the day. So
It might pull like a bloodline move, where it's like sitting at Foot Locker, and then maybe a few months it starts to skyrocket again. Because like you said, it is a Jordan 1 high. And these things always sell out, so I'm sure it's not even on there anymore. But let's hit them. Let's hit them with the fan favorite. I think people are sick of waiting. Let's hit them with the clown of the month. Hit them with the clown of the month there.
all right, so this month's clown of the month. So yeah, this month's clown, man. It's like it's a long time coming for this guy too. It's
No,
like
yeah, he had it loaded. He had it
like
loaded.
he just kept giving me ammunition, right? So I don't like if you do a couple of funny things, it's whatever. So I usually give you a couple of chances, right? 3 strikes, you're sort of out. This guy had like 13, 15 strikes.
Such a double digits.
So
Oh.
yeah, so actually he hit us up. I guess like when we first started, bought like a pair of shoes, but ever since then, this guy has constantly hit us up, asking us for pricing on shoes, making us do some back end work, being like, you know what, I'm copying these for sure. Like, and whenever he messages, it's like early in the week, right? So he can use the excuse of like, hey, I don't get paid till Friday, so I'll give you the money Friday, and then like, so we do the back end work of like, locking down the shoe for him, taking it off the market, whatever. Discussing it with our supplier. And so at the end of the week, obviously this guy ghosts, right? Don't hear from him. Oh, I thought you wanted these pairs. And then he just doesn't answer. So then weeks go by, and then he does the same thing. So every time it's a different excuse. Like he's used some crazy excuses. Whatever you guys can think of, he's used. He's been in like 10 car accidents now. He's been in,
I shouldn't laugh, man. I shouldn't laugh.
he's been in 10 car accidents now. He's like, I don't know, like family emergencies every week.
Man.
But it's like, if you don't, honestly, if I don't care if you don't get it or not, but just don't tell me that you're getting it. Just don't, like, if he says, if every week he said like, well, I'm getting the pair, but didn't say like, or if every week he asked me for the price, but didn't say I'm getting the pair, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that he promises to get it, that's where he goes. That's where he becomes the clown.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yo, I'm copying for sure Friday. So he's actually done that for the past like 10, probably 10 shoes.
Yeah.
Since like probably like October of last year. He's been saying he's buying shoes like 3-4 times a month. And he hasn't bought any since like last October.
No, man.
So so anyways, that's if you guys want to be clown of the month, keep doing that. Keep telling us you're getting the pair for sure, and then don't follow through with it. And you'll definitely make it on the show.
You'll definitely make it.
Yeah.
The worst thing about him is he's purchased pairs before, and he built himself a good rep right from the get-go. This is when he was probably one of our best customers when we first started.
Like a month.
Yeah, for like a month. He copped like 2 pairs, like right from the get-go. I'm like, this guy's a good guy. And then, like you said, excuse over excuse. And these are excuses like you said, like you don't want to be like, come on, show me proof. He like this guy, his car accident. Who knows? Next is gonna be like my cousin's dog's bar mitzvah or something. You know what I mean? This guy literally has excuses, but it's like you can't be like, bro, you don't even want to question it. So. But again, like Rich said, if it was one of those things where it's just like, don't hold them for me, but I'll hit you up if I do end up purchasing. But it was never that. He was like,
we don't have any problem. You asking us for pricing there's people that ask us for pricing every week.
Yeah.
So and we don't like, we
just don't lead us on. Just don't lead it on. But no, that's the clown of the month, maybe the clown of the year. Yeah. We've been waiting for this one. And he pushed us over the edge recently here. But let's go through Facebook Chronicles. This month, there wasn't a lot of scams, but there was one that popped up a few days ago. Again, we're not going to mention any names. It was not really a scam because it was actually resolved really well. So this story here, between 3 really good resellers. So we talked about, I think on one of our podcasts, we talked about like the sneaker community and all of that. But this is just a proof how good some of the sneaker community is. All right, so 3 major resellers. One of them was doing the most of the work. 2 guys hit him up for a big bulk order. This is for the Jordan 4 UNCs, the ones we copped here.
57 pairs.
57 pairs. That was just one guy. But I think total they copped 200 between 2 resellers, 2 major resellers. So what ended up happening was they made a huge deal. The shipments came in because again you're not gonna be able to ship 200 pairs like that. You gotta break them in. So I think it was like 6 to 8 pairs per box you're able to ship at a time, right? True. They got all the orders, and when everything was all said and done, they got hit with the $400 duty from Canada Post. So they couldn't get the pairs. The Canada Post couldn't release the pairs to these guys until they paid off the $400. All right, so they paid off the 400. That was no deal. They mentioned they called back the other reseller who provided the shoes, and they were thinking, like, hey, I got this bill. You told me that the duties would be covered, but there was a miscommunication just because it came in separate packages. There was multiple packages, right? So
The seller told them they wouldn't pay duties.
yeah.
right?
So I forgot
Okay,
to mention that
yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning. They said, yeah, the duties are covered. This is what you'd be paying. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So they had a fixed amount, but now you add another $400 on top with the duties. So apparently they went back and forth arguing, but they went I say that the right way of going onto Facebook, posting what other people think, what other resellers think, of what the best solution would be for this matter here. And a lot of people agreed, since he mentioned there was duties involved, or no, all the duties were covered, all the fees were covered. If anything extra, he pretty much had to cover. So this guy again, really good reseller. He's a big name. The long story short, the whole thing was resolved. The big reseller, he fixed everything. He paid off the duties. They just wanted to get everyone else's opinion. But it's not a scam. It's more of a lesson, especially when you're buying from outside of Canada, or maybe you're buying from overseas, whatever it
Even
may
with
be.
us, our stuff's
Even
from
with us,
outside, yeah.
sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes I'll tell you guys right now. But we cover the duties for you guys. So you guys don't have to worry about that. But it does happen where you get like a pair from StockX, you get a pair from Goat. StockX has been good because they covered the duties now. There was a pair I grabbed. It was the Air Force One Stussy, the fossils.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know about the duties as well. So I got the pair, and the guy from FedEx is like, I can't release it to you until you pay the duties. I'm like, oh damn, I didn't even know about that. The guy,
Sometimes there's still duties, even though on StockX, guys. So be careful with that.
yeah, be careful. So so if you are buying from a big amount and you're getting it from, that's one thing to consider. Yeah, they might be cheaper right now, but watch when the duties hit. It's going to be like usually like an extra 100, 140, depending on the value of the pair. And the worst thing about it is, say you get a pair, like this is a good example, you get a pair for Jordan 1s, it's like 150 retail. They're not going to look at the retail price because when they provide that invoice or whatever, it'll show the current value of that pair. So these Jordan 1 mids that we just showed you, yeah, it says 130 USD, but when you actually come in, you get it from StockX or you get it from Goat.
They'll do their research.
They'll do the research, but they'll actually show you what you bought it at. So whether it be 1,000, so you'll be paying the duty percentage on that amount. Yeah. All right. So that's just one quick lesson that, and we learned the hard way as well, and from other experiences, other stories from people we met, is make sure you consider if you are buying overseas or if you are buying outside the border here, just know that there might be a duty hit on your ass. All good, but where are we at here?
Let's go into some quick legit.
Let's go quick tips. So we had a lot of people hit us up for, is this pair real? What are like some quick tips? So we thought it'd be a good idea just to do some quick legit check tips here. And this is more for on the spot, right? So like say, even though these guys might send you pictures, maybe you don't have enough time. You got the pair in front of you. The guy drives off. Maybe you need a quick, like 30 seconds just to quickly examine the pair. All right. So we just came together. We put together some quick, legit check tips here.
I got mine. We'll show you guys on the camera here.
We got this. And this is a surprise pair. I actually want to talk about this pair as well. But
so let's start with the...
start with number one. So we'll start with number one. So number one, very easy. This is more of a bonus. So ideally, if you're gonna buy it off a reseller, whether it be us or whether it be another reseller here, ideally you can ask for proof of purchase. So proof of purchase is always good because I'll have the guy's name or have their guy's address, so you can kind of piece things together. So that's just a bonus. But is everyone gonna have a proof of purchase? No, it's
even us.
Even us. Sometimes we buy off a reseller, and even we have pairs that released 4 or 5 years ago. To get that hard copy receipt, it's very rare.
Yeah.
But it is a bonus. So we put that as number one.
But always ask for it. Anyway.
Always ask for it. Number two, we're going to talk about just the UPC code. So UPC codes, why it's good, and it'll have it on the shoebox label. I'll show it here. I can't even show it. I'll show it there. And also on the shoe tag label here. So UPC label, why it's unique is when you actually scan, there's going to be websites like Barcode Spider or is Barcode Spider? Yeah, Barcode Spider or like Barcode Lookup. Why it's very unique is when you actually scan the code and you go on this website, you scan the code. Show them here, Rich.
It's right here, UPC.
UPC code. So it's a 12-digit unique code. So what happens is when
Where
you
the size is on the shoe. So it'll say UPC on there. Grab that number and plug it into the web. I'm going to plug the website in on the description below so you guys can save that website. But this is the best UPC search for Jordans ever. And when you plug in this UPC, it gives you the exact shoe and size, right? So that's a number one tip on, like, if you plug that in and it says like these are, for example, what are these, size 10 shadows, right? So if I plug in this UPC code and it says shadows size 9, then that's iffy, right? So it has to say shadow size 10 and make sure that's this website has never failed me, so I'll post it in the link below.
Yeah, so it's very unique in that sense where when you do scan, and the reason why we are using Jordan 1s is because Jordan 1s is probably the most replicated pair and very easy. Again, from what I researched, if you are getting the replica pair, I think it costs like $16 to do like replica pair compared to $100 I think they do it for a real pair. But this is probably the most replica pair out there right now. But yeah, UPC code for sure, 12-digit number here. Scan, like Richard said, it'll give you the model, the name, and even the size. So that's a quick tip right there. Tip number 3 is you obviously want to expect a pair too. Again, this person might have showed you some pictures, but is that pair from the pictures the exact same pair that's in your hand right now?
Look at it, right?
Yeah.
Look at the bottom. Remember how I caught that guy giving me the Undies shoes? He had rocks on the bottom, right? Look at the bottom. Look at the size. Make sure the stitching is okay, right? Make sure the holes are okay. Right?
No, 100%. So the one thing with Jordan 1s specific, we have the wing logo. So the one thing I always read in the beginning was the R and D in Jordan should be attached there at the very bottom. So that's a quick tip. If you guys ever look at the wings logo here, on regular Jordans, this one doesn't have like the Jumpman on here, but Jumpmans sometimes we've seen some beat ass ones where like this Jumpman is like 360 pounds and he's trying to dunk here.
Yeah, it's like a bulking. It's like Charles
Barkley. There's a Charles Barkley on there. You got the Shaq edition or something. Yeah. But also on these ones, on the Jordan 1 specifically, is the back here. So you see how it's like a little more pinched at the back. So typically Jordan 1, if you see the replicas, they don't have this detail on it. So that's one thing we didn't mention as well. On every Jordan, the detail is very consistent. It's very consistent. The quality is very consistent. It's very rare that there's a big like manufacturer defect on it. But on every Jordan, especially Jordan 1s, the stitching, the logos, the shoe label, everything is on point.
Toe box as well.
Toe box as well.
Make sure these holes here, right, guys?
Crazy.
If you have existing Jordan 1s, you'll notice that every toe box is usually the same for highs. If you see like a weird pattern, then or if like a hole's covered, it could be a manufacturing defect, but usually just look out for that as well.
Yeah. Another quick tip, and then I learned this, and I actually like doing this one, is if it's a DS pair, is the smell. So with Jordans, with every Jordan, there's actually a specific smell. It's obviously because they're coming from the same factory. Even if you smell this pair, I love the smell, to be honest. But on your replica pairs, like your UA pairs, they're gonna come off very plasticky. Like it's a different smell, man. It's not that we have it in our hands, but from what I've heard, I've seen a lot of people do like even the reviews on YouTube. But it's a very gluey smell. This one, and the Jordans is very consistent between every pair, whether it be a Jordan 1, Jordan 3,
and
Jordan 4.
no matter where in the world they're made.
Yeah.
It'll be the same smell.
Yeah.
It should be.
It's
very like strong, the smell. But you'll know once you have the first pair, if you buy from us, then you'll know that it's like legit, and you can smell it, and then you can use that smell going forward. It's like going into a new car.
Yeah, exactly.
You know it's a car smell.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
This is the new shoe smell. I'm telling you guys right now, smell your Jordans. Go home, smell your Jordans. You'll know what I mean. But the last one here is we have it covered. Is just really the shoe label too. The font on it is very consistent. This one is good. You'll see some replica pairs out there. Like there's some things are bolded that shouldn't be bolded, or they're not bolded, whatever it may be. But even the shoe label with the suggested retail, these are the details that Jordan goes through that make them very high quality, but they're very consistent amongst all Jordans, which I love. But those are just some quick ones here. The one thing I did want to mention is, especially in Jordan 1s, and when you compare, so this is a men's size 10, but if you compare it to a grade school size, it's not necessarily the same quality. So that's the main difference too. Is like in men's they put a lot of like love and care in these pairs. On the GS some pairs you'll see some, and we had some too. Like I think we had the mochas. Some of them were murked. They're like the stitching was off, but it's you're expecting that in a GS pair. Like you're expecting it in a smaller size.
Yeah.
So don't expect the same quality. From a men's pair to a GS pair, just if you do get a really good pair, that's a blessing too.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are we just mentioned the quick methods here of things. Again, like I said, if you're on the spot, you really want to do a quick check, UPC code, smell, check the details, check the stitching, make sure the shape is good. But there are some other ones like if you have the time, you can get like a black light. I know a lot of people do black light, especially on like Yeezys. There's other pairs that the black, like Travis Scott's, they actually leave
Google it.
some they leave some hidden gems in there. So if you actually have a black light, it'll actually show out. What else is there? There's the check. So you can go online. You can send like multiple pictures to this one app. Check. We'll provide the link as well.
We'll post the link as well for check. You guys feel free to check any pairs that you buy from us as well. But it's a great app. If you pay more credits, they can check it in 30 minutes as opposed to like 3 hours. But it's just for your own good. Like you can have a peace of mind knowing your pair is legit. So
yeah, and that's just our quick tips there. But really quick. But wrap it up. We're going to a new month. I already checked some of the pairs releasing in July. There's not a lot of heat. You collected a top three. What's your top three going to July, and what are you looking forward to?
So obviously the white Oreos, Jordan 4s. People have been hitting us up for this pair since like January. It's gonna be a crazy release. I think more than University Blues, to be honest. I think so. So yeah, Jordan 4. White Oreos. I got the Jordan 3 Retro Racer Blues. So those are just like the plain Jordan white 3s, but they got some blue details. So the lining on the soles and like some very detailed blue spots in there. I think inside the shoe as well might be blue and like the insoles or whatever. But that's my second one. And then third one is the Jordan 1 High Electro Orange.
Yeah. Those ones are, I think, out of all of them.
You gotta be brave to wear those.
Yeah,
ones.
I
wouldn't mind. You know, like just to add to the collection.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
You're a Jordan 1 guy. I think out of all those three, the Jordan 4 white Oreo, I'm thinking white socks with the white with the white pair there. They might, but I don't know. I think August. We already looked at August's pairs. We won't mention any of them, but there's some heat coming in August if everything goes well. There's one more pair. It may come out. It was the off-white, the Air Force ones. They're like University Gold. I'm not sure the colorway. We'll post a picture on here. Yeah. That's one pair I'd be looking forward to. But like I said, July is not looking. It's not looking heat. It's not looking heated. It's not looking heated. Not like June. But we got some heat coming out in August there. But yeah, man. So hit us up, guys. Some patios. Maybe we'll see these guys out there. Maybe see that. Well, maybe see you guys.
If you guys see us with the Sneaker Source T-shirt, which is coming soon.
Oh yeah, talk about the merch.
Grab that merch, yo. We just released the website. Go out there, grab the merch, send it to your aunt and uncle. Tell them to grab the merch. Grab the merch for your nephews. They're size 5XXL. You can use it for a bed sheet.
Go camping.
You can go camping.
Go camping.
You can parachute. So support the website, guys. The hats are actually amazing. They're trucker hats, and I love the trucker hats because they get the airflow in the back. You can get like 5 different colors on there. You got it for the ladies as well, pink. And yeah, just support there, and
yeah, man.
We'll post the link below as well.
Well, that wraps up today's episode, man. And if you guys like today's episode, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you guys want to hear more, make sure you guys subscribe, all right? And, yeah, enjoy the rest of your June here and hopefully July, even better weather. We got some big plans. And, yeah, guys, cheers.
Cheers.